Hi, in this lesson we're going to be talking about persuasion techniques. In other words, how do authors convince others to take action or to think a certain way? So in this lesson we're going to look at 4 different types of persuasive appeals, and we're going to prepare for a lesson tomorrow in class. We're going to take a look at different types of persuasive texts, and you're going to match them up with the different techniques. You're going to determine what type of technique the author is using to try to get you to take action or to think a certain way. So what I'd like you to do is, for this lesson, is to write down the notes I'm providing to you right now, so that tomorrow you come to class ready to complete this activity. And of course, if you have any questions on what you're learning, just jot down those questions in the margins of your notebook, and we'll go over those questions before we start the activity tomorrow. So let's get started. So you're going to hear me talk about persuasive appeals. An appeal is something that's just a pretty fancy way of saying to connect to something. So this can be used by authors in persuasive texts that connect the argument to a bunch of different things. The most common things that we see authors appeal to are emotion, bandwagon, logic, and authority. So what we're going to do is take a look at those 4 main types of appeals and see what they mean exactly and how authors use them. The first type is an appeal to emotion. So appealing to emotion means they're trying to get someone to do something by connecting to their emotions. So the most common way you may see this is through commercials and advertisements. And usually the company or the creator of the commercial or the author of the advertisement is trying to connect to a happy emotion. So oftentimes the commercials want you to buy something. So they want to show you someone using their product and being really happy using it. So then they connect to your emotion of happiness. So that you think, oh, wow, this product is awesome. I want to buy it. So they're connecting to that happy emotion that they created. However, this can be used in all different types of text, like I said, like speeches, or letters to the editor, or any types of persuasive text. So they can also use different types of emotions as well, such as fear or anxiety. It depends what the purpose of the text is. So you might see if someone's trying to gain your interest in something, trying to get you to take action. If it's a good action, they're going to try to get you to feel happy about it, and you're going to connect to that appeal of emotion by giving examples of how happy or how satisfied this action will make you, or this way of thought will make you. Or sometimes you see in political campaigns that people will use fear or anxiety or sadness to get you to do something. So they're going to persuade by appealing to your emotions of fear or anxiety or sadness. They might tell you that things are not going so well right now, so that if you vote for them or you support their ideas, that they're going to make things better. They really just hit home on your fear and your anxiety and tell how they're going to make things better. So eventually they're connecting to your emotion of happiness. So another way you may see this appeal to emotion are in sad commercials. Sometimes you see those commercials on TV with abused dogs from the SPCA, and they try to get you to donate money to the SPCA or maybe to adopt one of the animals. So what they'll do is show you sad pictures of these dogs and play some sad music, and they're connecting to your emotion of sadness and appealing to that, so that you'll take action and adopt or at least donate to the SPCA and to really help these dogs out. Another type of appeal is appeal to bandwagon. So an appeal to bandwagon is when you're going to think or do something because everyone else is doing it. So you can sometimes see this called appeal to association. So if you see that, this means appeal to bandwagon. You're associating with other people. That's why it's called that. So either name works, same thing. So for example, if someone comes up to you and tells you, you should buy the new Drake CD that just came out because everyone else is doing it, that's appeal to bandwagon. You often hear the term bandwagon fans with a sports team, and it's the same type of idea. So, for example, really successful sports teams such as the Warriors or the Cubs, the Cavaliers, the Patriots, they're often associated with bandwagon fans. And the logic behind that is that everyone is behind this team because they're doing well. So because everyone else is behind the team, you should be too. It's the same type of thing with persuasive text. Because everyone else is doing something, you should too. It's called appeal to bandwagon. Our third type of appeal is called appeal to logic. So appeal to logic is someone getting you to do something or to think a certain way because it's the smart thing to do. And there I see A lot of speeches or just editorials will use appeal to logic. And this is where they're just trying to simply say, this is the best thing to do. So you need to think this certain way or to take this action. It just makes a lot of sense. I'm going to think of it as an appeal to common sense. So, for example, if someone is persuading you to stay away from drugs, good idea, because obviously it's a poor choice. What they're going to say is it is a smart choice to refuse to do drugs because drugs are very unhealthy. They're very bad for you, they can kill you, that sort of thing. That's an appeal to logic. And as we're going to learn, an appeal to logic uses all sorts of statistics, facts, and research to support their assertions that they're making. So that is called an appeal to logic. Now later on in this unit, we're going to be taking a look at Malala's Nobel Prize speech, and she uses a lot of appeals to logic to really get you to understand her argument about why girls need to attend school in Pakistan just like boys do. And she's going to use a lot of these appeals to logic, a lot of facts, a lot of evidence to support her claims. And this is often a very smart thing to do to really get people to think about what you're saying. And finally, we have appeal to authority. So appeal to authority is when you do something because someone with a lot of power is telling you to do it. So the goal is to get you to follow that person because you probably look up to them. So celebrity endorsements are a perfect example of appeal to authority. So when you see those Papa John's commercials with Peyton Manning, you see Under Armour commercials with Steph Curry, you see there's other commercials out there, Taylor Swift, with Kanye, with people like that a lot of people look up to, that's called appeal to authority. So you're just following their lead. Hopefully, they're using that authority to get you to do something positive. Not always the case, but in either way, that's what that is called. So overall, these are the different types of appeals that authors may use. In each case, the author is trying to get you to take a particular action or to think a certain way. So what we're going to look for tomorrow or in these different texts are what type of appeals are being used. So you're going to go around the room, you're going to see snippets of different texts, and you're going to determine what type of appeal is being used and then be able to explain it. And we're eventually going to be able to determine if those appeals are being used effectively and what types of things the authors are doing to make those appeals. But for right now, your notes are done. You're all set and ready for tomorrow's class. Thank you. Bye.